Hello everybody and welcome back to another video by Funlearn Tutorials. Now in today's video we'll be talking about something called the modulus of a complex number. So basically in today's video we'll be talking about what I mean by the modulus of a complex number. Now this video will be referring to some of my past videos. I will be linking all the relevant videos in the description box below or put them up in the cards above as and when necessary. However, I will try to include as much of the information as possible into a single video as best as I can. Now first, before we start with the modulus, let's take a complex number. So let's consider a complex number. Let's say I want a complex number z equal to x plus iy, right? So I'm considering a complex number x plus iy. So x is the real part of the complex number, iy considers the imaginary part of the complex numbers. We are already well aware of that. Now what do I mean by the modulus of a complex number? So we define or we denote modulus of a complex number like this, and we see the modulus of a complex number is actually square root of x square. So square root of x square plus y square. So basically what are we doing? Basically I am squaring the real part of the complex number and adding to that I am also adding the square of the imaginary part of a complex number, and when I square root that is what I mean by the modulus of a complex number. Now there are two things that come to our mind when I talk about this. First is modulus. The word modulus has another application in mathematics. We have come across the term modulus somewhere else as well. Think about it this way. Let's say I have a number minus 3. So I have a number minus 3. What will be modulus of minus 3? Modulus of minus 3 is actually 3, which is positive 3. If you want to be very specific about it, it's plus 3, positive 3. And what is modulus of plus 3? What is modulus of positive 3? Modulus of positive 3 is also, so if I want to be very specific about it, I'd rather put an equal to sign because they are equal. So let me just do that over here. So modulus of minus 3 is plus 3 or positive 3. Modulus of positive 3 is also positive 3, or I can simply say that modulus of plus minus 3 is 3. What is this modulus all about? This modulus essentially has another meaning. So we can refer to modulus as magnitude of a number. Magnitude of a number is referred to as the modulus of a number. So essentially when we talk about how big the number is, what is the size of the number, how big is it, that is when we talk about the modulus of a number or the magnitude of a number. How does this concept, the fact that it is a magnitude of a number, how does this relate to a complex number? To know that, let's go back to another video that I had already talked about. Basically, we'll be looking at how a complex number can be represented on the Argand plane or the two-dimensional plane. So let's say that this is my Argand plane, that this is my two-dimensional axis or two-dimensional space. So this is my x-axis. This is my x-axis or the horizontal axis, and this is my y-axis or the vertical axis. So this is my Argand plane. The two-dimensional space corresponding to a complex number is called the Argand plane. So let me just write that down. Let's say this is my Argand plane. So I want to put it in black. So Argand plane. Right? So this is my Argand plane. Now if I want to denote the complex number that I had considered, so if I want to denote the complex number z, let's go back to the complex number that I had considered, z. So that z is actually x plus iy. Now how can I represent that complex number z equal to x plus iy? So let me just write that down here once again. Z equal to x plus iy. That is the complex number that I want to represent on this Argand plane as represented here, over here. So how can I do that? The thing is, I have to represent this as a point x comma y. So I have to represent this complex number as a point x comma y. Now how do I do that? Simple. I take the distance x. So let's say this is the distance x. So let's say this is x, right? So this is x on the horizontal axis, on the x-axis, and let's say this is y. So this is y on the vertical axis. So what will this point be? What will this point be? That's pretty simple. This point, this particular round point that I have made, this point will actually be x comma y. Right, this point will be x comma y. This point is sort of the two-dimensional representation on the Argand plane of the complex number z equal to x plus iy. So this point, this purple point, is the two-dimensional representation of the complex number z equal to x plus iy. X plus iy on the Argand plane or on the xy plane corresponding to the complex numbers. Now why am I saying that? Thing is, when I'm talking about the magnitude, let's say this actually also can be connected to something called the vector, but if I want to forget everything about that, let's say how far away is this point from the origin. We can think of it in this way. If I want to move from this place to this place, basically this is a point, right? xy is a point in the two-dimensional space. Here magnitude, I can interpret it in this way. How far is this point, this purple point, let's call this point z with respect to the complex number that we had considered. How far is this point z from the origin O? How far is the point z from the origin O? Now what is the coordinate of the origin? The coordinate of the origin is 0, 0. So that's the origin of the Argand plane. Now how far are 2 points? We know that for any 2 points on a two-dimensional space, the distance, let's say if I want to mark the distance, then let me use a red line to denote that. So if this is the distance between the 2 points O and Z, if the red line denotes the distance between the 2 points O and Z, then OZ, that distance, this distance or this length will be denoted by square root of x minus 0 whole square. So x minus 0 whole square, x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. So that's y minus 0 whole square. This is the distance between the point this is the distance between the point O, which is the origin of the Argand plane, and the point Z, which is actually my representation of the complex number Z. So how can I simplify it? If I want to simplify it, it will become square root of x squared, because it's x minus 0, so it might as well be written as x squared. So we have x squared plus y squared. Right, we have x squared plus y squared. So this distance OZ is measured by the amount root over of x squared plus y squared, right? Now, if I want to look at this expression, isn't this expression similar to the expression that we had considered over here? Right, modulus of z is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared. So here, essentially the modulus refers to how far the complex number is from the origin of the Argand plane. That is essentially the connection between the representation of any complex number on an Argand plane, on the two-dimensional Argand plane, and what we actually mean by the modulus of a complex number. So this is the basic introduction of what the modulus of a complex number refers to. This is essentially just the introduction, and this can sort of be taken as the definition and a very brief representation of modulus in two separate forms. So we just have just the definition and how we can interpret the modulus of a complex number on the Argand plane. If you found this video to be useful, then please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. You can also share these videos. So if you want, if you think that these videos on magnitude and modulus are helpful, then you can share them with your friends or students or whoever you feel worthy. Comment if you have any doubts or recommendation for other videos, and I'll surely come back to that. Follow me on Instagram as well. Till then, happy learning!